Huh? Aryana walked her. Well, first, can I put you on speakerphone? Okay, hang on. Okay, you're on speakerphone now.
All right, no problem. I've got headphones in so I can hear y'all good. Stepped outside, so hopefully you can hear me well.
Yep.
All right, good.
Okay, first question. What is your favorite pepper?
I'm sorry, you cut out there for a second. What was that again?
What is your favorite pepper?
My favorite pepper. Wow. You know, I think that the trick question would be my own pepper, right? would be like the 7-Pot Primo. You know, I have to think about that. I think that my favorite pepper, we can't grow in Louisiana because of the climate, and it's called ricotta. And it likes cooler temperatures in the mountains of Peru.
Yeah.
And it has a really good flavor. It almost has the texture of a tomato. It's a ricotta. But if you want to make the report interesting, you could say Primo says his favorite pepper is the 7-Pot Primo. but anyway, ricotta is my favorite pepper.
Next question. What pepper do you think is the hottest in the world?
Well, another trick question. Guinness book says it's the Carolina Reaper. It's been tested, but no one's seen the data but Guinness, as far as I know. My pepper's been tested in New Mexico and the Chili Pepper Institute, and it has the record over there. Now, the Moruga scorpion is really hot, too. So, what's the hottest pepper in the world? Well, I would say that the Primo is definitely in the top 3. If the Primo is the Carolina Reaper and the same pepper, then that eliminates one. So, what's the hottest pepper? Well, it's got to be the Primo then. The Moruga scorpion has tested, I don't want to confuse you too much, but with peppers, they've, depending on where you grow them and the climate and who tests them, there's, they can score a little higher in different places. And Southwest Bayou Labs in Las Cruces, New Mexico, they tested the Primo, they tested the Reaper. In fact, they test for everybody in the country, not exclusively, but anybody that has hot sauce on the market, they do a lot of that. Hot sauce, pepper pod, anything pepper they test in Southwest Bayou Labs. And the Primo still has the record there at 1,479,000. Now, the Reaper with Guinness has 1,579,000. So there's a lot of people wondering if there should be a new authority for testing peppers, like a third party that will test them. Anyway, I think the hottest pepper in the world would either be, by the data that we've seen, would be the Moruga scorpion. I guess your dad could probably give you the spelling on that, but Moruga scorpion or the Primo / Reaper. So, I would think that. So, I hope that helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
All right, cool.
Okay, next question is, why do you like peppers?
Why do I like peppers? Well, this is a good one. My grandfather, when I was about your age, you're 10, right?
Yeah, I'm 10.
All right. And when I was, 10 and even younger, my grandfather in Crowley, Louisiana, I live in Lafayette now. He had a garden, and he would grow peppers. He would grow, nothing hot like this, It, you know, these hot peppers didn't exist in America back then that we know of. So he would do cayenne and jalapeno, and I thought it was really fascinating. And as a kid, maybe I was the weird kid, but I was the one that would eat the nacho rings, you know, the jalapeno nacho rings at the skate park, or go to the ball game or the skate rink and just get a lot on there, and I liked it. And all my life, my grandmother, she would say, you know, it's going to kill you. You know, it's going to really hurt you. And I said, no, Grandma, I'm going to live forever. You know, it's going to make me healthy and live forever. Actually, there's a lot of research on peppers right now that show that they do help you live longer and healthier and fight cancer and all these things. So I think my inspiration is my grandfather. And, you know, he planted the seed, I guess you'd say pun intended. You know, he planted the seed in me to enjoy peppers, and he didn't inhibit my dreams. You know, my grandfather was instrumental in fostering my imagination and saying there's nothing you can't do. You know, if you can dream it and envision it, you can make it reality. So that's the truth.
That's pretty interesting.
Hope that's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a really good answer.
Cool. Anything else? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm quiet. You tell your dad I'm a quiet guy who talks a lot.
Yeah,
I'm quiet, but I can talk a lot. We keep talking about peppers, and I'll talk forever.
Yeah, I get some more questions. I only have like 4 more.
Sure.
Okay. What do you like to do in your free time?
My free time. Well, I'm married now, and I have a house, so when I'm not fixing up the house or doing projects like your dad does around the house or cutting grass or whatever, I love playing guitar. I've played music for years in rock and roll bands, so I'll play my guitar, whereas I used to play them at shows where people would come. Now, a lot of times I enjoy just playing it in my house, you know, and my wife and I watch The Walking Dead on Sundays. And we'll maybe watch a movie. I've got peppers here at the house in the backyard. So a lot of my time is dealing with the peppers in the garden and making, people that make hot sauce do a lot what they call research and development, R&D. You know, they'll, before it gets released to the public, you kind of play around and see what you come up with at your house. So I would say, without a doubt, my wife and I love to cook and love to experiment with peppers in different dishes, and being a part of the Lafayette food scene. There's a lot of chefs over here and a lot of good food, so there's a lot of good people, and the chefs in Lafayette remind me a lot of my musician friends that I used to play music with in bands. At the bottom line, it's all art. It's an art. Cooking is an art. Playing, guitar is an art. Making a pepper might be a little science, but at the end of the day, the pepper I created, it took a lot of passion. You have to have a lot of passion. You have to have a little know-how. You have to have a little knowledge and a lot of luck.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay. So I really want to tell you something about a pepper that me and my dad, we've been working on.
Sure. Yeah, tell me.
So, we've been working on this chocolate naga viper, and my dad, he named it after me since we've been working on it. So it's actually called Aryana's Chocolate Naga Vipers, and we've been working on that for like 3 years.
Oh, good, man. So you've got a couple of generations down for stability.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's good. keep it to yourself. Don't give out any seeds yet. So if you have, then, you know, in the past, not to cut you off, but in the past, I've given out seeds before my varieties, like the BBM or the Primo, were finished, because I didn't think much about it. I didn't think the chocolate Naga Viper could be the world's hottest pepper, the best pepper in the world. I didn't think like y'all are right now. But, you know, things happen, and there's a lot of people out there that you know, they might take your seeds and rename it and you know, call it something else, but someone else's daughter's name, you know. So
Yeah.
you just got to be careful. I'm not to say anybody will do that, but make sure you got your pepper stable enough to where it's got your name on it now. So
Yeah.
you want that name to be. You want to keep that name good. You know, like prideful of that name. So then, you know, you definitely want to have a big field of them growing so you can get enough seeds so you can sell seeds and make some money, and, you know, you can supply the people that demand it. But anyway,
Yeah.
I know you didn't ask for advice.
That's fine.
Hey, anyway, so you were saying, so y'all about 3 years into it, and I cut you off there, but so that's good. Good.
Yeah.
Is it hot?
Yeah. Super hot.
Y'all tried it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they, you know, I tell you what. A lot of people ask me when it's hot, and I say, well, that just depends on the person. It's kind of like when you go to the doctor and a nurse asks you, how bad's the pain? Is it 1 to 10? Because it's hard to gauge the result person to person, because it just depends on that person. So one person's hot might be Tabasco sauce, right? Or
Yeah.
hot might be those nacho rings I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And but these, when you talk about getting over 1 million Scoville heat unit, you know, 1,479,000,
Yeah.
it is a bear's chasing you. You know, you just been in a car wreck. You know, you fear for your life, and if you don't expect it, and a lot of people that have had my pepper and a lot of ultra hot, they don't know what to expect. They're scared. You know, they think they're gonna die, and you're not gonna die, but
No.
you know, it's a fact for you. When I was in nursing, before I switched to horticulture, the plants, you know, with plants, they give people with heart problems nitroglycerin, and, you know, when they're having a heart attack, and this little